Capital, next question. Capital block is equal to total asset minus current liability, promoters fund plus long-term debt, net worth plus preference share capital plus long-term debt, all of the above. Answer is, what is called capital block? Capital employed is called capital block. Total asset minus current liability is equal to what? Yesterday we did one problem also. Total asset minus current liability is equal to what? Total asset minus current liability is equal to what? Total asset is equal to total liability. Total liability minus current liability is equal to what? Capital employed. Fit for nothing. Asset side fixed asset, current asset. Liability side capital employed and current liability. Upper total asset equal to total liability. Total liability remove current liability. Balance is equal to what? Very difficult to visualize. Interest lam upon the second, A is correct or not?
Yes.
It's a capital employed only. B, promoters fund plus long-term fund, right or not? Hello?
Yes.
What is called promoters fund? Shareholders fund. Plus long-term fund is equal to what? Capital block only. Net worth plus preference share capital plus long-term, right or not? Share capital plus reserves and surplus is equal to net worth. Net worth plus preference share capital is equal to promoters fund. Plus long-term debt is equal to capital employed. Therefore, all of the above. Question. Think after this question, balance sheet even if you don't know financial management, even if you don't know ratio analysis, from +1, +2 onwards, you're doing balance sheet. Either current asset, either current liability, what is capital employed, in the common logic is supposed to have. Understood? Further, you have to increase your focus. So the answer is what? All of the above. In ratio, which terminology, which reverse working will be there, we don't know. So you should know all the tricks. We did one problem. Fixed asset to net worth is equal to 0.8. Fixed asset was not given. Net worth also not given. How to identify? So net worth is equal to share capital plus reserves and surplus. Reverse working. Next. Capital block is equal to, again, capital employed, earning equity share capital, promoter proprietary fund. Capital employed. Ratio of net asset to net working capital is profitability ratio, liquidity ratio, current ratio, working capital turnover ratio. Ratio of net sales to working capital is called what? Working capital ratio, no doubt. Turnover na sales, working capital. They are comparing net to working capital and sales nothing but turnover. Therefore, what is the ratio? Without studying, you can tell the answer. Okay, take off call. See, exam tough accident. Net, that is working capital turnover ratio. Next, long-term solvency is indicated by debt by equity ratio, nothing but debt equity ratio, current ratio, operating ratio, net profit ratio. Debt to equity ratio. Okay. Ratio of net profit before interest and tax to sale is gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating profit ratio, interest coverage ratio. Net profit before interest and tax to sale is called before interest and tax. Admin selling expense. Gross profit admin selling expense will be there? No. Therefore, operating profit ratio. P&L sales, purchase, simple gross profit. Gross profit is brought down. Admin expenses, selling and distribution expenses, interest expenses, tax, net profit. Net profit, they are removing tax, they are removing adjusting interest, remaining in gross profit. Kidney is one. Next, Palama. Hello.